The views and opinions of this podcast are solely those of the host, and if you heard something you didn't like, then gravity probably said it.
Innocence.
The state, quality, or fact of being innocent of a crime or offense. Lack of guile or corruption. Here's the key word: purity. This is Kid Gravity. Another emergency show, and I'm actually doing this one very early. Folk, they did it again. I don't understand why they're doing it again, but they did it again. They are commercializing children under a sexual banner, and I don't understand why. If you don't know by now, we all know of Netflix, the streaming service. It's currently god level because of this pandemic, the COVID. And yesterday I was driving home and the wife and I heard a news report about Netflix toggling around with adding a shuffle button, because they're saying people are not finding things to watch. Good move, I don't care, whatever. Then I come home and I get a notification from YouTube that my boy Tommy Sotomayor is doing a show. And I looked at the title and I said, what the hell is Cuties? And why is he talking about it? So I turned it on. I watched it for about an hour and I was disgusted. Not by his commentary, because his commentary usually doesn't move me one way or another. Depends on the day. I mean, there was a couple times, but most times his commentary is actually spot on. It disgusted me because the subject in question, Cuties, is a Netflix film that's set to debut in a couple weeks, September 9th actually. And it is a French film about an 11-year-old black girl from Africa who joined a dance team. So you're saying to yourself, okay, Gravity, why are you getting pissed off about that? And where's the sexuality come in? Well, the sexuality comes in is not only this is not just any dance team. They're twerking. Yes, folks. They created a dance team of twerkers. And the basis of them doing this was to explore their sexuality. And there were other vices and devices in the film for them to explore their sexuality, but that was the main takeaway. And if you go online and look up the poster, like the poster is like, it looks like, oh my God, I don't want to do this, but it's got to be done. The poster has them in like cheerleading outfits at 11. Now, mind you, they're supposed to be 11. The main character is 11. The actress playing the main character is 11. You want to hear the worst part, folks? The movie is rated TVMA. And we all know what TVMA means. That means they're going to go in. How did they go in, you ask? It's so disgusting I don't even want to repeat it. But let's just say She did what a lot of young girls do nowadays on social media. They show everything. Now, pause yourself there. It's not that here she showed everything. But when I say they showed everything, nothing on their body is off limits. So apparently, in one scene, she put her private parts online and she went viral for it. That's right, folks. She did this. I don't understand what happens in society and how this is cool. We are under the social media age. I get it. And everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. There's just certain things that you just don't put online. We know this. And parents have given us this discussion back in the vanguard of chat rooms. We went through it. My generation went through it. Gen Z, they're going through now, putting everything on Snapchat and TikTok and whatever. But this right here, this ain't cool. And it's just ironic. One more again, I guess it really is everything comes in threes. Because not only did you have women screaming, like I said on other shows, about them being overly sexualized and not treated as women, then WAP comes out. And now this movie comes out. Well, it's coming out. And thank God there's rational people out there, because they've been going in on this movie on Twitter and IMDb and Amazon. They are destroying this. I'm going up and down these threads and people are like, boycott Netflix, cancel Netflix, don't even put this out. They have petitions up. I mean, good on people. That's not enough. The people have to be held responsible. Netflix as a company has to take a hit on this. They can't get away with this. What sucks is they changed the rating system. Because remember, if you had Netflix back in the day, they had I think it was 1 through 5 system. I missed that system. Now they just have a like-dislike button. I want this to surpass Amy Schumer's like-dislikes. I need that to happen. If I could get that, I swear to God, it'd be great. But even Sundance, you got to get some of this too. I get you want to champion films of color and you want to champion different ideas and you want to champion things that you haven't seen before. And I get this story is unique. I get it. The fact that you sat up here and gave this an award, I think it actually got two of your awards that basically help films get distributed. It's problematic. Now you could say it's coming of age and this, that, and the third. Not cool. And then you got, again, the Netflix executives who signed off on this. You paid for this. You use subscriber money to pay for this. What possessed you to think this was going to be a good idea on optics? Last year, people destroyed Loquisha. And if y'all don't know what Loquisha is, it's a movie about a white guy who got a radio show job by imitating a black woman. It got universally panned. So you should have known off top, exploitation is not gonna work. And yet you went from not even doing a movie like that and purchasing a movie like that. You decided to purchase a foreign film where I'm sure that the rules are different. And not only that, you're doing it exploiting kids. Now, I could get on the parents of the kids that were in the film. I could do that. Again, they gotta answer to somebody. They're dumbasses as well. But again, everybody has their path. Hopefully the characters and the actors in there and the players, they can go on to have successful careers, hopefully. But this ain't cool. So that's my commentary. It's a wait a damn minute. Oh no. I can't leave yet. I gotta get the hair hat. Folks, and Rose, I know you're gonna listen to this when it goes up. I gotta go off on the continent. Folks, you know what the most egregious part of this whole thing was? The most egregious part of this whole debacle is that the writer and director is a black chick. A black woman. Skin tone gender. I'm going to screw up her name, and I'm partly wrong for screwing up her name because it is an African name, but I'm going to screw it up for purposes here as well. Because this broad, she got to get all this. Now I'm going to spell it before I try to pronounce it. M-A-I, and it has 2 dots over it. M-O-U-N-A. Maimouna. I'm assuming that's how you say it. But again, it's a foreign name. Don't know. D-O-U-C-O-U-R-E with an accent. Doucoure. I'm going to try to roll my R. Doucoure. Whatever. Don't freeze. That's the best. I think that's one of the best lines in Black Panther. She's like, don't freeze. But this, I want to call it a B word, but I'm going to be respectful this morning. Maimouna. How Rose say it? What is wrong with you? Are you sick? Are you sick? I think that's how she says it. Whatever. She'll curse me out later. Folk, a black woman wrote this. Said that she took this from her own experience of trying to explore her sexuality at 11. A 35-year-old BT. If y'all don't know what BT is, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor again. That means Black Terminatrix. And he has different levels. Now she's 35, so I'm assuming she might be. Maybe she might be 1100. I might call her just a 1050. I think she's like right in the middle. We'll call her BT 1050. This broad decided to write and direct this movie and thought it was cool. So she not only has one black girl in there, she has 2. And thought this was cool. And what pisses me off more about her doing this is she was comfortable. Not only was she comfortable with it, she accepted these awards she accepted these Sundance awards and the adulation and thought there was nothing wrong with this. And good on these major news outlets like Metro out of the UK. And I think I saw, like I said, IMDb, people were going off on it. People went in on Netflix YouTube account. That when I looked last night, it was like damn near 5,000 dislikes. And I said to myself, Jesus Christ. Let me see. I'm gonna see what the updated version is. And shame on the people that had it. It was like almost 2,000 likes. So shame on you people, whoever liked it. Something wrong with you. Wow. Okay, folk. Now, like I said, yesterday I went on 1.8 thousand likes. There was about 5,700 dislikes. Now that was last night. Now it has 448,000 views. Folk, I just went on there. They have 6,700 plus likes. The dislike button is currently at 51,000. So there's rational people out there. And from what I saw in the comments, people were going in. I left my comment on there, but, people were saying that this trailer is messed up. Someone said that they've jailed people over asking underage girls to twerk. They even made jokes about Jeffrey Epstein, but whatever. People are saying people involved in this need to be arrested. I really hope Netflix, I'm gonna tweet this to you too when it goes up. Y'all gotta take this down. Y'all can't put this movie out. It's gonna be bad. I'm surprised nobody started the hashtag switch to Hulu and all that. You're actually getting off light. You're doing a disservice to your subscriber base. Because we know how you operate. Usually when you have movies like this that's getting this much press, as soon as you go into Netflix, it's going to be right there on the home screen because you're going to want people to watch this. If I were you, I would come out with a statement and say, we've been listening and watching the feedback on this, and we've decided we can't put this out. Take the hit. It'll make you look better. Because you don't want to be one of those destruction stories of 2020, and we have a lot of them. Imagine if your stock tumbles. I mean, God dog. But back to the hair hat. Miss Doucoure. She deleted her Twitter or put it on private and her Instagram. And they gave her a blue check. But as soon as the criticism came, she said, how they say feet don't fail me now? I wonder how they say it in French. Let me ask Google. How do you say feet don't fail me now? But I can't believe this. It's bad enough kids are exposed to more sex than we were. But it's like, why? Who thought this was cool? And probably the 6,700 likes they got on is probably a bunch of pedos and a bunch of BTs putting this over to them. Oh yes, queen. Oh, they do have it in French. This is how they say feet don't fail me now in French. This is what she said when she got off of Twitter.
Les pieds ne me manquent pas maintenant.
God, dog. I don't know, boy. I don't even. You know what? We have T-Mobile, so we have Netflix for free, and we barely watch it. So, I mean, wife watches it for her anime, but I don't even really watch it unless I want to watch Power Rangers real fast. But I almost considered canceling it, but I was like, it's free, whatever. I'll just avoid the movie. I guess that's the best you can do, because you know they have aggregate systems and they know what people are watching at any time. I guess, like I said, the best thing people could do is when the movie comes out, if they're not going to take it down, just keep disliking it. Or just say, not interested. I don't know, folks. But, as you saw, I'm going to leave. And before I go, Bet on Black is coming. It's actually shaping up really good. I confirmed our second guest. I'm going to confirm the third one today. And I'm going to get working on the fourth one. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram at Kid Gravity Beyond or Beyond Borders Podcast, I've got script consultant and Hollywood mover and shaker Shannon E. Johnson coming on to discuss her time in Hollywood. And I also confirmed my interview with rapper and actress Miss Stormy Dan. I'm about to say Stormy Daniels, god dog. Nah, she never talked to me. Stormy Maya. She had a song that went viral called Black Man Magic, so I'm fixing to talk to her about that and her plans for the future. And the third one is an old childhood friend. Well, not really childhood, but an old friend of mine who went on to big success with his airbrushing Fresnello designs. So I'm going to talk to him today, hopefully, and see if we can lock down that interview. So I'll have 3 Bet on Blacks coming. Still trying to work on my big one with the Samurai. I'm still working on that. It's tough. It's tough. But I'm still going to work that. I'm still going to work that lead. But I'm going to go because I feel dirty now. Really feel dirty. So y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. Peace.